What's going on, man? Another video, which means I have more free picks for you. And in today's video, I have 6 total free picks, 3 in the NBA and then 3 in the MLB. I've been cashing y'all out a ton recently, so I promise this video is going to be worth your time. And if you appreciate me making videos just like this, all I ask before we jump straight into it is, number 1, go down and let's try to get this video to 50 likes. It's completely free to do, and it helps me out a ton. And while you're down there, you might as well hit the subscribe button as well. It's all free. It takes barely any time. So if you could go do that, I'd really appreciate it. And now we can jump straight into the video. And the first thing that we have to talk about is this free Discord that you see on the screen for a few reasons. Number 1, I opened it up about 3 weeks ago, and everyone who's been telling my plays have made a ton of profit. And then what's even more exciting is I opened up AI picks not too long ago. I created a model, an AI system that finds the biggest edges in every sport every single day, and I give them out every single day for completely free, and we track every single bet. I've been tracking every single bet since the beginning of the year, and you can see right here what we're doing. We're hitting at over a 55% rate since the beginning of the year, putting the average, or everyone who followed my bets, up 205 units, which is just absolutely ridiculous. It's unheard of. No one is doing it as well as me. I promise you, you're going to want to get in here. All of these plays are completely free. All you have to do to join is go down, hit the first link in the pinned comment or in the description, hit join, and that's it. No strings attached. You literally don't have to do anything. I mean, you can see all the wins right here. We could scroll on forever and ever and ever. Wins on wins on wins on wins. So you're going to want to get in here. You see all the wins from everybody in the Discord. You see me giving out these free picks. You see that everything is tracked. So get in here. First link down below. Join up. No strings attached. And now we can get into the picks for this video. And we're going to be putting these picks in on Sleeper for a few reasons. Number 1, they have the best promo in the game right now going on. So go download Sleeper, get the app, because when you play $5, they're going to give you $55 back, and they're going to give you a completely free square where a player just has to score one single point. So it's obviously going to win. All you have to do is bet it. And obviously, Jokic is going to score more than a half a point. He's going to score 1 point, probably going to drop 20 plus. It's a free pick for a reason. But the only way you can get the free 55 and the Jokic free square is if you go use my code FBL. If you use my code FBL, you're going to get a free 55 when you play 5, and you're also going to get this free square. But if you don't use it, you're going to be signing up for no reason because you're not going to get any promos. So make sure when you go download the app, you sign up and you use code FBL. Get yourself this free money, this free square. There's literally no reason why you shouldn't do it. I mean, it's a no-brainer for me. So go get the app, or just go click the first link down below. You'll see it. It's going to be the second comment under the Discord. Go click it. Go sign up. I promise you it's worth it. And now we can get into my first pick of the video, which is going to be that guy, Derrick White, to go over 19.5 points plus assists. Now, another reason why I like Sleeper is because they don't offer just straight up lines. They also offer alt lines, which is something most apps don't do. Like PrizePicks, they're not going to offer any alt lines. They have goblins, but on Sleeper, they're going to have any alt line that you want. So say you didn't like Derrick White at 19.5 for whatever reason, you could bump it down to 18.5 or 17.5 to make it less risky, whatever you want to do, and that's another reason why I love Sleeper. So like I said, go get it. I promise you it's worth it. And now let's talk about this first pick, Derrick White over 19.5 points plus assists. So, in his last 5, he's over in 4 out of 5, absolutely crushing it. Last 10, he's over in 8 out of 10, averaging 22 per game, which is also pretty good. Last 20, 16 of 20, still averaging over 22, hitting at an 80% rate. So, in my opinion, this line is just way too low. There's too much pointing towards the over when it comes to his hit rate in these last 5, 10, and 20. So that's the first reason I like it. And then the second reason I like it, and the most important reason I like it, is the matchup. And when you look at the matchup that he has versus the Knicks, I know these games right here don't look good, but what I love so much about this is from this game right here forward, they're all from this season, and he has played them 5 times this year, and every single time that he has played them, he has went over this 19.5 mark, which is obviously exactly what you want to see. 28, 21, 26, 23, and 21. So he's been going over pretty easily every time that he's played them this year. So I don't see any reason why that's going to change today. So that's my first pick. 19.5 points plus assists over for that guy, Derrick White. And now we can move on to my second pick of the video, which is going to be over in the MLB. And that's going to be that guy, Abraham Toro, to go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for a few reasons. In his last 5, he's under in 5 of 5, averaging only 0.2. Last 10, he's under in 9 out of 10, averaging 0.3. And then in his last 20, he is still under at a 90% rate, averaging just 0.5, which once again is exactly what you want to see. So the hit rate looks really good. And then to add on top of that, he's going to be facing my guy, Tyler Mahle. And if you've been watching this guy play any this year, he has been an absolute beast. He's 3-1 on the season with a 1.19 ERA, which is 3rd in the entire MLB. So to get this line right here at 1.5 against a guy like this is insane value. So go smash this under while you can. I absolutely love it. Hit rate plus matchup is exactly what we want. Now, for my third pick of the video, we're going back over to the NBA, and we're going to be taking that guy, Aaron Wiggins, to go over his PRA here at this line of 8.5. I got it at 7.5, so we can talk about it there. But if you get it at 8.5, you can also take it there. Or if you go get sleeper, you can go move it down to 7.5, whatever you want to do. So let's talk about it real quick. At 7.5, he's over in 4 of his last 5, averaging 11. He's over, we can check 8.5 just so you can see. He's still over in 60% in his last 5, 80% in his last 10, averaging 18.5. And then in his last 20, even at this 8.5 mark, he is over in 17 of 20 games. Now, obviously, 7.5 is a little bit safer, but at 8.5, I still like it a ton, and that's why I still locked it in over on Sleeper. He's been crushing it in his last 20 at this mark. And then, most importantly, what I love about this pick is when it comes to head-to-head, he is over this mark in 8 straight games against the Nuggets at 7.5 and at 8.5, which is obviously what you want to see, averaging over 12 PR a game in these games. So the matchup is, once again, really good, and the hit rate, once again, is really good. So I'm locking this in all day long at 7.5 or 8.5, and that's going to be my second pick in the MLB and my third pick overall. Now, for my fourth pick, we're moving back over to the MLB, and it's going to be that guy, Donovan Solano, to go under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for a few reasons. Number one, the hit rate is really good. 80% in his last 5. He's under 90% in his last 10, only averaging 0.5. And then in his last 20, he's still under at a 90% rate, averaging just 0.45 in these games, which is exactly what we want to see. And then another reason why I like this pick is he's going to be facing that guy, Gunnar. And you can see right here, he hasn't played a ton this season, but when he has pitched, he's been very, very good. He's 1-0 in his one start with a 1.5 ERA. So if he can pitch anywhere near this in his game against the Mariners, I fully expect my guy Donovan to go under this mark at 1.5. He has a good pitching matchup for him to go under, and he has a really good hit rate in the last 5, 10, and 20. So I'm locking this in all day long. Go lock it in, Donovan Solano, under 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Now, moving back over to the NBA, real quick before I give you that last NBA pick, I do want to remind you to go download the Sleeper app or just go click the link down below. Make sure you use my code FBL when you sign up and go get yourself a free 55 when you play 5 and get yourself this free square where Jokic only has to score 1 single point. I mean, it's a no-brainer. You're getting a free play where you can win a lot easier, and you're getting free money to play with. So go get this, but go make sure that you get this, and you got to use code FBL to get it. I promise you, it's worth it. One of my favorite apps to bet on. And now we can get into my last NBA pick of the video, which is going to be Aaron Gordon to go over 18.5 points plus assists, which is going to round us out at a 5.68x, which is exactly what I expected with these 3 picks. pretty solid multiplier here. And the reason I like Aaron Gordon is because in his last 5, he's been a beast, going over in 5 of 5, averaging 22.8 a game. Last 10, 8 of 10, averaging 22.4. He's been great throughout the entire playoffs for the majority of it. You can see since the playoffs started right here, he's over this mark in 6 of 8 games, which is pretty good. And then in his last 20, he's over at a 75% rate, averaging 22 once again, which is exactly what we want to see. And then if we add in his projected minutes here, let's just put him at 35 plus because he's projected 39 minutes. So let's leave a little room for error, put him at 35 plus. Against the Thunder, when he plays 35 plus minutes, he's over in back-to-back games, having 23 in both of them. So as long as this game stays close, which it should, like we saw the last time they played, he should get his full minutes in, and if that happens, I see him going over this mark fairly easily. I mean, he's been crushing it as of late in this minute range and just in general, and he's shown a history of going over against the Thunder when he gets enough minutes. So go lock Aaron Gordon in, over 18.5 points plus assists. And now we can get into my last pick of the video, which is going to be my guy Marte to go under 1.5 total bases. He's under this mark in 4 of his last 5, only averaging 1. He's under in 8 of his last 10, only averaging 1.1. And then in his last 20, he is under in 12 of 20, which is a little bit worse than what we'd like to see. But with the matchup that we have here, I still like him to go under, simply because he's going to be facing Senga here. And if you know anything about Senga, he might have 2 losses on the season, but he's still been pitching great, considering his ERA is 1.38, which is absolutely ridiculous. And that's exactly what you want to see. He's 3-2 with a 1.38 ERA with a 1.16 whip. So as long as he comes out there and pitches like he normally does, or like he has so far this season, I don't see any reason how this guy should go over, or my guy Marte should go over his bases here. So I'm taking the under. Great matchup, great hit rate, and that's going to be my last pick. So go lock all these in, and until next time, let's all go print some money.